Hi, Sagar.
Hello.
Welcome to my podcast, Tech Minds Unveiled.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure to catch up with you on this podcast. Sagar is a veteran in RPA space, has got a decades of years of experience, 7 years of experience in RPA alone. I would call him a dinosaur in RPA space. Knows about design, development, strategic builds, organizing the entire practice, and top of it, recently has been also working into technical account management space, which really adds value for his skill. Welcome again, Sagar.
Thank you so much, Shripat, again for this fantastic introduction. It's pleasure to be here on probably the first
Yeah,
in
kind of
person
uh,
RPA specific podcast. So yeah, it's a great honor to be here with you. Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you. I think it would be the first RPA podcast. I hope so.
Probably, yeah,
Probably,
yeah, yeah,
we're catching up face to face.
yeah,
But let's make it big.
yeah.
Let's try to get more out of it. So to kickstart the conversation, my first question would be, uh, according to you, when did RPA start catching up?
Like if we go back to the emergence of RPA tools like UI path, automation anywhere, and the Blue Prism, let's date it back to 2010s and around that era. Uh, the need for automations or need for bringing in some practices that arised, and this tool also arised at the same time. And the normal automations with respect to the desktop application automations and all. So that started happening around that era, and slowly and gradually, then it kept on adding more and more, I'll say, skills or opportunities or abilities into those tools. And then from desktop automations, then process automation, and now intelligent automation. So it has been a gradual growth, and I think going forward, it's all going to be intelligent automations, wherein I think bots will be even more intelligent to heal themselves, or intelligent enough to communicate with the humans in a proper manner. And the time to build these solutions will take. It will be lesser time, I believe. So earlier, I think we were having automations, but those were in phases, or those were scattered. Like, one would automate only the specific application, one would automate maybe only Excel, one would automate maybe a database, one would automate maybe APIs, but there was no connection between all of them, and or there was no flow to have all of these in one go.
Yeah.
Or rather, there was no, those dots were not getting connected. And RPA helped all these dots to get connected in one frame, basically.
Yeah.
So you would, trigger the Excel automation, then you would trigger the desktop automation, then you would trigger the API automation, and everything became now in one flow.
Yep.
And that's how it started gaining the momentum, because it was bringing all the legacy automations or the legacy systems in one frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is where it actually started getting more momentum.
Automation always existed. I
Yeah.
think it got framed better for use.
Yes.
It suddenly became available uh, post the automations in the testing domain
Yes.
got amplified, and that's how it became ready for use. So, whilst you were on this journey, how did you get aligned to RPA?
Yeah, thank you for asking this question. I being from the non-programming background, I have completed my diploma and graduation both in the mechanical engineering, and I have honestly done that with a lot of passion. But the circumstances were such that I got opportunity to work on the department level problems and the challenges, and slowly and steadily I got into it. programming concepts. Back in 2015 to 2019, when I was in one of my first organization, and I was working there for on the electronic document management system and in the fleet of documents, and we were handling thousands and lakhs of documents over there. You know, those were getting generated from EPCs basically, and the main oil and gas organization or company. Exchange of the documentation and approval or review and all these things were happening, and that was a big domain for the business. And I saw that people were actually facing challenges with respect to some application constraints, or let's say, for example, I'll give you one example that we were uploading, let's say, hundreds of documents into EDMS system, and while uploading them in a bulk, we were supposed to create a small pack of CSV, and people were creating those CSVs manually, having hundreds of columns and hundreds of rows. And even if you make a small mistake, let's say add a hyphen in the title, or you add some extra digit in the document number, or you mismatch something, and you upload that, it would take around 1 to 2 hours for getting uploaded and validated. And if there is any error, it would fail everything, and then you have to start everything again. That is where I thought that this is an opportunity wherein we can save this time. Basically, again, RPA things will come over here, like, increasing the accuracy, reducing the efforts, and then what I can, the other things of the advantages of the RPA and all. Yep. So, I started understanding how it can be improved. So I came across VBA. I started working in VBA. I started understanding Excel formulas. I started programming from there. I started writing macros, and then gradually I got good hold of it. And I built automations into that. So that, for that particular CSV, let's give one validate button. Let's write a code in background wherein it will check all the necessity things. If everything is fine, it will allow you. If not, it will highlight it maybe in a red or something. And then you get a chance to correct it at the same moment. So you upload it in the first way, it will go correct. Now, there is no rework. There is, and then from the next time onwards, we conquer that repetitive work. Yeah. The term that we use in RPA, that repetitively, you have to upload it when it fails, or you have to check all the things manually. So we sidelined, or we found a good replacement to that manual activity. So we built small automation around that part. So like this, we built hundreds of automations over there, and but that was all with VBA itself. But in VBA, it's a big tool itself, and with VBA, then I was able to associate databases. I was able to associate with PDFs. I was able to associate words, outlooks, and everything. I would play around everything, and I'm thankful to the leads over there. Basically, those who gave me free hand to work on them, work on all the tools, and then I would basically I took care that my work doesn't happen. I took care that I will complete my work, all work that is assigned to me, and after that, I will spend my additional time on all these things, or maybe some more time. And from there, my concept started getting clear. And then in between, I came across Jiffy AI as a tool, because with VBA, I would automate all the maybe PDFs and databases and all that. But desktop or web automation or API automation were not that easy, maybe for me, who is coming from non-programming background. So that is where I came across something like a Jiffy. I came across Win automation in around 17, 18, 2016, 17, 18. And also I came across UiPath. And boy, from there, I saw that, it doesn't require much coding. You just drag and drop the things. And whatever you wanted to do, you don't have to write a code now. And the first magic I saw was that it was able to open the browser. It was able to download all the data tables and into Excel, and then you can use that data for any purpose. You can send it to someone. It was having everything that you want: emails, outlooks, websites, then everything. And I was amazed with that. And from there, I thought, no, this is where I want to go, because I had done a lot of things in VBAs and macros and everything, all the automation. My all the concepts were I will not say got clear, but they got solid base.
Yeah, interesting journey, and honestly, what I could understand is you learned the basics of RPA before getting into RPA.
Exactly,
With the help of
exactly.
tools like VBA,
Correct, correct.
macros, and then when you got RPA, it looked like a silver bullet now, really.